Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to demystify one of the most brilliant and complex pieces of engineering you'll ever own, the car engine. It can seem like a daunting, greasy box of metal, a mysterious source of power that most people simply trust to work. But when you break it down, it's a collection of incredibly clever parts, each with a specific job, all working together in a high-speed mechanical ballet. We're not going to get bogged down in mind-bending physics or overly technical jargon. Instead, a calm, friendly stroll through the engine bay, piece by piece, so you can understand what truly makes your car go. It's more fascinating than you might think. Our subject for today: an inline-4 engine. You'll find something like this under the bonnet of millions of cars around the world, the workhorse that gets the kids to school and you to the office. So, have a good look at it in its complete form. Hoses, wires, metal covers. This entire assembly is designed to do one thing exceptionally well: convert tiny explosions into forward motion. Let's peel back the layers and meet the individual players. Understanding the engine isn't just for mechanics. Knowing the basics makes you a more informed owner, and it gives you a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity in your vehicle. Think of it as the heart of your car. Chambers, pumps fluids, requires a spark. Our goal is simple: introduce each main component, show it, and give one straightforward purpose. No exams, no pop quizzes. So, let's begin our tour. First up, the engine block. The big, heavy central casting, usually iron or aluminum. It's the main body that holds the cylinders and supports everything, precisely machined to withstand immense forces and heat for hundreds of thousands of miles. Without a strong block, you don't have an engine. Sitting on top is the cylinder head. It bolts to the block to seal and form the combustion chambers. It houses the valves, the spark plugs, and the camshafts, the engine's respiratory system for air fuel in and exhaust out. A maze of passages manages breathing with timing and efficiency. For an engine to run, it needs to breathe. The camshaft makes sure it breathes with perfect timing. Its lobes open valves at the right moment, orchestrating intake and exhaust with precise synchronization. If timing is off, the engine runs poorly or not at all. Each cylinder typically has an intake valve and an exhaust valve, mushroom-shaped poppets controlling gas flow. Intake lets the air fuel mix in. Exhaust lets burned gases out. They must seal perfectly, yet cycle thousands of times per minute. The spark plug delivers a high-voltage spark to ignite the compressed mixture. That tiny bolt of lightning creates the explosion that drives the piston down. A simple-looking part working under extreme heat, pressure, and electricity. Fuel injectors are electronically controlled valves that spray a fine mist into the airflow or directly into the cylinder. They meter precisely in milliseconds for efficiency and performance. With thousands of controlled explosions, heat skyrockets. Unchecked, it would destroy the engine. The radiator up front is a heat exchanger. Hot coolant flows through its tubes as airflow and the fan dissipate heat. Cooled liquid cycles back to absorb more heat. The water pump, usually belt-driven, circulates coolant through block, head, radiator, and back, keeping temperature stable. Moving parts need lubrication. The oil pan, or sump, holds the engine oil. The pump draws oil from the pan and feeds the crankshaft and camshaft under pressure, the engine's lifeblood. Finally, the battery provides the jolt to crank the engine and also powers systems when needed. While the battery gets the engine started, the alternator takes over. Driven by a belt, it generates electricity to run the car and recharge the battery. It makes AC, rectifies to DC, and powers the vehicle's electronics. Without it, the battery goes flat. Clean air is crucial. The air filter in the airbox removes dust, dirt, insects, and debris before air reaches the engine. Contaminants can scar pistons and cylinder walls. A clean filter helps performance and efficiency. Engine block, the foundation. Cylinder head controls the breathing. Pistons move up and down from the explosions. Crankshaft turns that motion into rotation. Camshaft opens and closes the valves. Valves let air and fuel in and exhaust out. Spark plugs ignite the fuel, fuel injectors, deliver the fuel, intake manifold, brings air in, exhaust manifold, pushes gases out, radiator, cools, water pump, circulates coolant, oil pan, holds the lubricating oil, battery and alternator, power the electronics. Now for the parts that do the pushing, the pistons. They race up and down inside the cylinders. They transfer combustion force to the crankshaft, converting straight-line motion into rotation. Lightweight yet strong, they endure extreme heat and pressure every revolution. As each piston pushes, it turns the crank, much like legs pushing bicycle pedals. This beautifully balanced shaft spins thousands of times per minute, sending power to the gearbox and the road. A symphony of controlled violence refined over a century of innovation. Next time you start your car, picture the orchestra playing perfectly in sync under the bonnet. Thank you for joining me on this tour. Drive safe and, stay curious. Engine parts, seen, named, and understood.